I was born in England, and when I was a kid, I lived there and went to one of those stuffy public schools for a number of years that you might remember from things like Masterpiece Theater. If you think about the song Headmaster Ritual by the classic English indie group, The Smiths, you should check it out on YouTube. It's a great song. That describes the school that I went to pretty well. So my parents were divorced. I lived with my dad in England at the time. And in the summers, I would go and visit my mom, who lived in the United States. And like many teenagers, I was always looking for a way to distinguish myself from the crowd. So one summer, while I was visiting my mom in the States, I bleached my hair blonde. I kind of had one of those spiky sort of Billy Idol looks, right? Just like, a lot of punk kids at the time did. So at the end of the summer, went back to England from the States. And going back to school, out of the hundreds of schoolboys dressed in identical uniforms, I was the only one with bleached blonde hair. I had succeeded in distinguishing myself from the crowd. Speaking of distinguishing yourself from the crowd, here in the United States alone, there are over 3 million construction companies. How can you distinguish yourself from all of those contractors? It's going to be a bit harder than going to the pharmacist and getting some of that hair bleach, right? So here are 7 ways that you can distinguish yourself. Number 1, pursue niche work at which you are excellent and profitable. Number 2, deal with clients that you know well. Number 3, work with project partners that you trust. Number 4, maintain high quality, efficient construction work. 5th, emphasize and demand safety. Number 6, insist on timely payment for all dollars earned. And number 7, have a financial cushion to weather bad times. Now, as you think through that list, you may say all those are fairly obvious. And I would agree with you, they are. But as you know, it's not what you know about how to run a construction company. It's what you actually do that is going to distinguish yourself from all of your competition and help you to reap the financial rewards that you're looking for. So back to my bleached blonde hair. I went back to school, and really during my school years, I had a bit of a talent for distinguishing myself in the mind of my teachers with my behavior as a bit of a rebel without a clue, right? Not rebel without a cause, rebel without a clue. And my blonde hair was a part of that rebel without a clue phase. And I succeeded again in setting myself apart from people in my school. I remember distinctly going into the headmaster's office. And I can't remember if my dad was there or not, but I know I was there. And the headmaster commanded me to dye my hair back to its original color, which was going to be kind of tough, right? But I complied. My dad was a bit mad at me, as you might expect, and I dyed my hair back to something vaguely resembling what it was originally. So no more bleached hair for me. My mark of distinction went away. Now, fortunately, this doesn't have to happen for you. If you take these 7 ways of distinguishing yourself from other construction companies, it can set you apart from them and make you a unique business to work with.